Hello, fine arts students and families. This is Principal Zach Jacobsmeyer, and I am coming at you with one of our video updates. I haven't had a chance to update you in a little while, and I definitely wanted to get back in touch with you and share with you some of the exciting things that are happening at our school, including some construction updates, what the progress looks like, how things are coming along. Also wanted to share a little bit in regards to school supply lists. I know that it's kind of middle of July and back to school stuff is already out there on the shelves. So definitely want to kind of cue you in on a couple things as it relates to that. Also want to talk with you a little bit about some of our hiring practices and where we are at with staff, with vacancies and such, and then share some things with you that we've been working on this summer so that our students have one of the best place to learn in Racine come the fall. So first thing I would like to share with you is in regards to construction. And if you've had a chance to drive by the Gilmore facility, the fine arts facility, there is all kinds of stuff going on over there. You've seen large dumpsters, you've seen cranes, you've seen lifts, all kinds of things. I've had meetings pretty much every Tuesday, with the exception of when I have not been able to make it, updating things in regards to timelines, talking about how things are going. Things are on track. The building is almost unrecognizable. Certain parts of it are unrecognizable in some ways, and there's a lot of action going on over there right now. I've been very pleased with the work that has been done, and I think that for some of the folks who have been a part of those meetings and have had a chance to kind of walk through there and see some of those things, I think people would say that there have been a lot of changes that are going on over there. But things are on schedule. Things are moving along. Everything pretty much went as planned, from asbestos abatement to tearing down walls to moving walls to putting up drywall, which is where things are right now. In a lot of places, we're working on putting drywall up. We're working on recreating some of those spaces with some additional walls, and that's kind of where we're at. So there's still a lot of work that's going on there. There's a lot of work that has to be done, but it is moving along well, and it will be ready. It will be ready to start school in the fall. So I did want to mention a couple of other things in regards to the building. So you may have remembered that it was shared with you that we were looking at having kind of an entrance that was going to be on the High Street side of the facility. Some things that have caused us not to move forward with that. One of them being budget. So we will no longer be having a separate entrance, if you will, on that High Street side. We will still have the entrance as is on Northwestern Avenue, where you will buzz yourself in, come into a set of doors, and then go into a smaller area where someone will be there to greet you and check you in and get you a visitor's pass. So it will be very similar, actually, to the area that we were proposing. It's at no cost really to us, when the other one would have had an expense associated with it. In thinking about things a little bit more and knowing how busy pickup time or drop off time can be in the morning, pickup time in the afternoon, we really have started to take a look at what sides of the campus we are having drop off and pickup, and then where our buses are going. I think it's probably going to be safe to say that the volume of cars that we will have on our campus will be greater than the volume of buses, for sure, that we will have on our campus. And so we're actually looking at having our drop off and pickup on the Northwestern Avenue side of Fine Arts, and then the bus traffic and bus riders would be on the High Street side of the Fine Arts campus. Now, I don't expect you to remember all that. I don't expect you um, for this to be it, and then you got to know that you got to drop off over here. No, we're going to work to inform you, maybe even send out some videos of us going through this, some drawings and things like that to make things as easy as possible. It is going to be challenging, and it is going to be a lot going on during those times specifically. But we thought that if we had the bigger side with what would be a larger volume of vehicles, being the parents and cars, that it would hopefully make things a little bit easier for you. So there will be more information that comes out on that, because we want that time to be, we want it to be efficient, and we want it to be quick but and easy, but most of all we want it to be safe. We want a time when we don't have to we want a system that's set up really, really well, that is going to be safe for everyone involved, for students, for parents, for staff. So, um, a couple of other things, just to mention as well. One of the things that with it being a new facility for a lot of folks, we are planning on updating building signage, both inside and outside the building. So coming into the building, you'll know where things are. So the main office, cafeteria, gym, auditorium, theater, things like that, so that you'll kind of know where you're going, and you feel a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more at home. Um, had a chance to meet with the folks, the staff in our fine arts department yesterday. We had a meeting on the calendar from 11:30 to 3:30. Phenomenal. Had what I consider to be a very good meeting. We really focused on our meeting in our meeting yesterday on getting to know one another. We are going to be working together with one another for not only this year, but hopefully many years to come. And so we spent the majority of our time getting to know one another. We spent the majority of our time talking about teamwork. We spent the majority of our time thinking about what are some of the challenges and what are some of the barriers that we are going to face too. I think we all have questions. I think that there are things out there that make us nervous from time to time. I think there are things out there that are uncertain or unsure, and that is a part of it. And so one of the things that we laid out there was, how can we know that we're going to have certain challenges, and we know that we're going to have certain barriers, but how can we plan for those, and how can we maybe predict those when we come up with solutions or systems on how to run things. So we had a fantastic meeting yesterday. It was very positive. We have a meeting on the calendar, not next week, but the week after, I believe, so that we're going to get together again and start to, continue to focus more on teamwork, continue to focus on being a positive team, and we're going to continue to work as well as continuing to build and expand and grow our fine arts program, and how we're getting that program to students, and how we're making it real, how we're making it authentic and rigorous all at the same time. As far as hiring goes, and as far as bringing new team members aboard, we are pretty much near the end of that. We only have a few open positions here and there. We are still in the process of getting a second grade teacher, so that is something that one of our positions that is still out there. We've got some names, some applicants, and so we are hoping to get that taken care of as quickly as possible. But that is one position that is still open. We do have a split position for art between Fine Arts and Jursted that we are actively working on as well. I think that takes care pretty much of some of the major, if you will, positions that we have left to fill in our school. I also wanted to tell you that, bringing with fine arts expanding and many of the staff members at Gilmore Middle School staying, we teamwork and team building is one of the things that we are working on. It's one of the things that we know is important to making sure that people feel comfortable in the environment they're working in. We know if people feel comfortable in the environment that they're working in, they're going to feel comfortable in the work that they do. And so that means they're going to be a little bit more comfortable and feel a little bit better and a little more at ease with the work that they're doing with our students, which is super important. So we actually, thanks to Becky Arndt, our drama teacher at the elementary level at grades K through 5, she has worked to organize a Brewer game for all staff. I haven't looked at the spreadsheet lately, but I would have to guess that there's probably 15 to 20 people, staff members signed up to go to the Brewer game on August 24th. We're getting a bus. And we're having a fun trip up to Milwaukee to check out the Brewers. So we are really working to bring our staff together and to focus on teamwork, focus on team building, and hit up on some great things when it comes to making sure that people are comfortable in their environment and are comfortable with those that they are working with. A couple of things I want to mention, just a couple more things. One, supply lists. Supply lists are different than they have been in years past, to be honest. And There are a lot of things that maybe you have been used to purchasing, some things that you may have not been used to purchasing. I do ask that you follow what is on that supply list. So I do suggest, though, that you hold on to your receipts. So I do ask that you buy that you are able to. I do ask that you get the items that are on that list for specific grade level. If for some reason the item goes unused, or if for some reason we ended up not needing something and it can be returned, we would like to return it back to you. So if you could, if that was the case and you have your receipt, you could return it and you could get your money back. I know there's some questions on, is it something that we really need, and is it money that we can do without spending? But if it's, again, I do want us to purchase what is on that list, and if it's not needed, I do suggest that you hang on to your receipts, and there's a chance that some of that stuff may be returned to you, or could be returned to you towards the end of the school year. I also wanted to, just the last thing that I wanted to talk with you about is if you're looking to get a hold of me this summer, I'm unable to work out of fine arts due to all the construction that's going on. There's often not access to water is tough, electricity, phones, things like that. Email is really, really the best. So if you just email me, zachary.jacobsmeyer@rusd.org, I'd be more than happy to give you a call, to meet with you, get in touch with you, whatever's easiest. Want to try to make this as easy on you as I can. And I look forward to any questions or concerns that you may have. Want to help ensure that our families are feeling good, feeling positive, and feeling comfortable about getting into a completely new adventure. So I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you taking the time to be updated on what's happening in our school. And I look forward to continuing to keep you updated. And I hope that you continue to have a great summer, and we'll talk to you soon.